The world is a globe, like our eyes. We look at a lot of things, but we only see part of it. We are selective and impatient, and brands want us. They want our attention, our money, and our influence. But first, they need to reach us, walk side by side, run side by side, without blocking us, ever. When they get to us, we see them, and if they know how to get the information through, we understand them. And if we like what we see, we will store that information. These are the three pillars of any verbal or visual communication. These are the three pillars of an infographic animation. Infographic animation are audiovisual pieces that transmit information through graphic elements, 2D or 3D, and use movement as a way of expression. They can accelerate or slow down time. They connect elements, but only the important ones, explaining them using metaphors about reality, stimulating it, making the complex simple. They have formal features that take care of structure, and expressive features that take care of form. Formal features guarantee the audiovisual logic, represent space and time. They define the type of message. They can have a narrative approach that involves us using design and its story, reaching conclusions. It can also have an exploratory approach that communicates in a clear and objective way, without much design, or with a lot of it, encourages us to make our own conclusions. Usually, the narrative infographics speak to the masses. They belong to an editorial area. When they speak about themselves, we call them brand-centered. In that case, almost every time, they have an exploratory approach. The storytelling is a technique used by both areas. It tells personalized stories, where characters have a name and a life. After defining the structure, after formal features, come the expressive features. The graphic image is the group of graphic elements aesthetically presented. It can express itself through symbolism or abstraction. Typography reduces the polysemy of the image, helps find a meaning among many. It can find the true meaning of the image, encode the meaning of the image, or complement the image. Movement. It's the principal tool of an infographic animation. The more organic it is, the higher its quality. It resembles reality. Sound has personality to the piece. Can have voiceover or not. Can have a soundtrack or not. Can have sound effects or not. Style. It's subjective. Depends on the brand identity. Depends on the aesthetic sense of the graphic artist. Color. Warmer. Colder. Or a mix that contrasts. Lighten. Shape. Give depth or volume. Brand, its identity, its presence on the piece, its tone, its target, its objectives. In the end, a briefing that matches its intentions. Synthetic images used in infographic animations are easily understood. We evoke the perception theory. When we observe an object, we are actually identifying its silhouette. It's only after that we fill it with perceptions of our past experiences. That's why we immediately recognize the elements of an infographic animation. For all of this, brands need infographic animations. They need them to send their message, to transmit their values, to be known, to underline its objectives, to tell its story, to tell the story of others or the story of mankind. But this is a story of an infographic animation that speaks about itself.